Hello. The purpose of this video is to walk you through how we are expected to respond to drills and emergencies in Navigate 360. Before I get started, I want to stress the importance of responding as soon as you are safely able to do so. Accounting for yourself and for your students is critical in the event of an emergency. It is extremely important that we practice for the emergency with the same thoroughness as we would in an actual emergency. All staff are required to respond to events on the campus that you are assigned to. If you are assigned to more than one campus, then you are required to respond to each of the campuses you are assigned. The other thing I want to caution you about is how important it is that each and every one of us get our response correct. It is extremely important that we respond to drills appropriately and that active emergencies are only started during an actual emergency and not as an error. With that said, let's take a look at exactly what we need to do to respond to any drill. Obviously, the first thing that will happen is we are notified via the app notification or probably a text message as well. Once that happens, here are the steps to respond. Once we've received that notification, we're going to go to our app. We're going to open the app. If your app does not look exactly like this, you need to go to your app store and update your app. It doesn't matter whether you have an Android or an iPhone, your app should look exactly like this. When you open the app, you only have two options. First is this fancy little slide for emergency button. I can't stress enough to you, do not slide this button if you are not in a real emergency. It is against the law to falsely report an emergency, and while our Mineral Wells Emergency Services have been very patient with us, I wouldn't want to be the person that they decided they're finished being patient with. So do not slide this unless it is a real emergency. The second and much more attractive option is this button that I refer to as the hamburger button at the top right corner of your screen. Once you click on the hamburger button, it's going to bring up a side menu. At that point, you are looking for the words Rapid Alarm. It's a poor choice of a title, but it is where we will access the drill. We will select Rapid Alarm. After you click on Rapid Alarm, you will see any active drill right here at the top of your screen. Simply click where it says Go to Alarm. On this screen, you will select what describes your situation best. The button that is not an option for our district is the skip button at the bottom. We ask that you do not use the skip button. I'm going to mark myself safe and I'm going to click confirm. If you're an individual that doesn't have students or other adults to account for, then you're finished at this point. You can close the app. You're finished responding to the notification. If you have students or other adults to account for, then you're going to click at the bottom of the screen where it says roll call. Find your class or the adults that you're responsible for, mark them as accounted for, then you're finished. You could close the app after you've accounted for them. You can close the app and move forward. If you are only listed on one campus, which is the vast majority of you, then you don't need this next part. If you are one that travels to other campuses and have multiple campus on your app, then you have one more step that I want to show you. We've got to backtrack a little. Prior to going to Rapid Alarms, we have to make a selection and select our campus first. So I'm going to backtrack all the way to the home screen and go back in as if we haven't done anything. I'm going to again click on the hamburger button and I'm going to pull up that side screen. I'm going to select switch site and I'm going to choose the campus that I'm responding to. I'm going to select next. After that, it's going to bring me back to the home screen. At that point, I have to go back to the hamburger button, and then I would select Rapid Alarms, and I would respond just as you learned earlier in this video. If you are not 100% confident and clear on any of these processes, please see your Emergency Operations Plan Coordinator on your campus as soon as possible. Thank you and have a great day.